Hello there everyone, Ash and Flash here, and welcome on into a very exciting LEGO Ideas video. Today we are looking at the brand new set number 21358. This is the Minifigure Vending Machine set. It is LEGO Ideas set number 66. It has 1,343 pieces, retailing for $179.99 USD or $219.99 Canadian. This set's going to become available beginning on June the 1st for LEGO Insiders. And if you're not an insider, you will have to wait until the 6th of June. I think that conceptually, it's just such a unique concept. Right up LEGO Ideas alley, I think this was a great choice when this was selected. And I think the final outcome is really great as well. I think that it was sort of selected in a way because a lot of people were excited by the potential of getting like classic and nostalgic minifigures, and I think in some ways they delivered, in some ways they maybe failed a little bit in my opinion. But there's so much to go through. There are time codes and chapters if you want to hop around to specific parts of the video. The first thing I want to talk about is actually the little balls, the capsules that they come in. I'm very surprised by what this is. I believe they are new pieces here that they've created, which I think is really great. And originally I thought, okay, maybe they'll use the Sonic ones, but this has to be more round. And also I really love how they have it sort of foggy. You can see, obviously, the actual items and what's inside each of the balls, but it does add just a tiny bit more, a little bit of mystery. Just like an actual little vending machine that you would get at, different places for getting, I don't know, different small toys and like rubber balls and different things is, I feel like as a kid, is some of the stuff that I got. Now, the actual assembly of the figures is fascinating to me because in most of the images you can see and sort of make out, okay, all of the arms, the legs and everything, they're all assembled. But in this one render, they actually have it, you could see in the 360 video, everything is apart, the hands, the arms, and I just think that is so interesting to see the hips and everything like that. That's, I'm assuming, a mistake and not actually going to be something that you'll wind up seeing in the final product, telling you to remove the arms and legs just because it would damage them a lot. I mean, maybe the hands is a little different. They've done that before for some other sets. Fascinating that that was something that they decided to do. Now, the actual prize machine, I love the idea of this. I think that the red just is so, it just stands out so well. I think the color choice in that original submission was perfect, and I think it's perfect here as well. I cannot wait to see this thing in action because there is something in the center there that allows you to actually move and shake up all of the different balls. But also in the front, you can drop in, I'm assuming everything here is prints, since it seems to be the only stuff that would potentially have a sticker. But the little dimes that you're dropping there into the machine and then twisting it to actually drop a figure, I think is really fun. And you can see that the coin actually will drop out there to the left. You can see just from this lifestyle image some of the actual mechanisms and gears and everything of how this actually turns and functions, which I cannot wait to build. And we are going to have a review here shortly and some videos about this. But the other thing that I really like are the glass pieces there. They are really, really big pieces, and I just love how that looks, because if those were all individual little panels and everything, you'd have all these extra lines and extra, you would be able to spot all the different pieces, versus this looks like a really big piece of glass, which I just think adds something to this, which I'm really impressed by. Now, the minifigure selection here is kind of insane. Like this image here, and on top of the box, it's practically a minifigure series, which now they're not as detailed at all, and there's duplicates and different things in here, but there are 16 minifigures included in here. That's not a record for LEGO Ideas sets, but it's still up there for sure for some of the most minifigures to be included in an Ideas set. To go through each of them, I think it's really great. There was also voting when it came to this as well, which we'll talk about. So the first figure here that we have is, I believe this is supposed to be a LEGO Ideas set designer. Now, I don't know if this is the designer of the set, like the person that actually works at LEGO or not, but that torso is really cool with the Ideas logo there on the front of the shirt. And then on the back, there's an even bigger logo there as well. And they have some sort of brick built little set as well, which is really cute. And I guess that's a car in their hand as well. And then this is, I believe, supposed to be the fan designer of the set. Rob, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the last name there, but that is really cool. Love when they're able to actually feature the fan designer in sets. I think that is really cool, especially with these sets that are not IP based and not licensed. Why not put them in, right? A sig fig to commemorate them forever. Like, that's awesome. I love that we've got a little coin there. I think that's perfect. There's also a little micro build of the vending machine as well. The winners of the vote is very interesting. They have decided to include two, but the classic spaceman is here in the new teal color, which is so great. I love the teal. I think that is absolutely perfect. This was sort of, well, it wasn't spoiled, but it sort of, in my mind, confirmed, and a lot of other people's, that in a friend set there was the helmet that was going to be one of the winners, because why would friends just recolor that randomly? Obviously, that was going to be featured here. We have a really cool, like, Imperial pirate officer here. I love that torso there, and the tan and the gold and everything looks great. You've also got a little pirate map as well. And then we've got another winner here from one of the results, and it was for the factions for knights. The Krakens, again, teal. Looks really cool. I love the shield there. That looks great with the Kraken symbol in that bright green. I think that looks awesome. I love the torso printing as well as the leg printing. The masks coupled with that helmet piece from the minifigure series from a bit ago looks great. I love that. And the face with the eye patch is awesome. Another choice here for the voting was a gold classic spaceman. So we're getting that here too. I love the look of the gold. Oh my goodness, like, people are going to turn this into statues and different things. I think that's going to be really exciting. I also really love the little blaster that they've got in the hand. I think that's a lot of fun. We have a Paradisa minifigure here who's got this Paradisa shirt on, this tank top. Love the classic logo being featured there. I love the little swimwear as well. And her accessory is the camera, and I love the sunglasses that she's got. We have another faction included, which is the Griffins, which is so cool. I love to see the Hylian shield here from The Legend of Zelda, again, being reused here. I love the printing there for that. It's just perfect for knights and castle and different things. I love the torso, legs. Incredible. And then the final thing being featured here in reference is Fabuland. We have this character in a little Fabuland hoodie, which if LEGO was smart, they would sell that as an actual product. And I love the little sweating. I think that's so funny there. And then the headpiece that they've got on, it's supposed to be a bear, I guess. And then you've got, again, going to the next row, we have another Kraken Knight. This time it's a female figure. We've also got another gold spaceman. We have another Fabuland fan, but this time it's got the elephant piece there, which is kind of interesting to see back. We have a classic pirate, which is really cool. A classic spaceman, again in teal. Another Griffin Knight. And then we have a male Paradisa fan there. So all in all, that's 16 figures, which is still surprising. If I'm being honest, I get why there's duplicates. I mean, realistically, in a prize machine, you would have duplicates. But I feel like I was just maybe expecting a little more from this. Like, I don't know about you, but I personally, as cool as it is to be getting some duplicate figures and different things here, I know this might sound a little crazy, but I kind of would have preferred there to be more random figures from different themes, especially when it comes to just non-licensed stuff. Like, giving a desirable Ninjago figure in here or some sort of outfit for the ninja, I think would be really cool. Or even just having something referencing like the original ninja theme, merging it with Ninjago or something would have been interesting. To me, one of the classic themes here that is not being featured is the Western stuff. I feel like getting a cowboy or something or a bandit would have been really appreciated here. And I don't know. I really was hoping for a new Redbeard or something here. I also was sort of hoping there would be some sort of adventurers inclusion here. Personally, I was really hoping that the winter version of Johnny Thunder was going to be included in this set, and that I wouldn't have to get that big huge train for City, or even some video game love like Pepperoni. Like, there's just a few things here and there that I feel like would have made fans just that much more excited for this. But still, 16 figures, a lot of really great stuff here. I love that we got to choose the colors for the space men, and then also the different factions, I think is also very, very fun. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I'm excited for this just because, like, throwing in your own minifigure series, like, you could just dip into your own collection and take all, like, I've got so many duplicate minifigures from over the years for superheroes. Like, I could just go and grab them and throw them inside the little balls and have it be a little dispenser of Spider-Man figures and different things, Star Wars figures, and you could just do clones. Like, there is genuinely so much fun potential here to display and just sort of, you know, have a fun little experience for people who maybe come into your room, and just let them open up a little capsule, assemble a figure. I don't know. That's just where my mind's going at. I want to keep this near the door. I feel like it's just such a cute idea. So be sure to subscribe, turn the bell notification so you don't miss out on the review of this set, and maybe some shorts and different things actually featuring what I'm talking about right now. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.